Hi everybody, welcome to the dungeon. We're working in Boro today. This is part of my Adventures in Boro series, and it truly is an adventure because I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. There are a lot of differences in Boro, especially when it comes to how much oxygen you have, because it really sucks the oxygen down. Point one of maybe why I work in Moretti, but I started with 104 glass. With that said, I am very intrigued with the Boro glass. I'm going to use just a bit of color on this bead. We'll see how it goes. Like I said, you guys, I'm just a beginner. I'm just a Boro beginner. If you are as well, then I hope you take this journey with me and we'll learn together. If you have any comments or kind words of encouragement or any kind of good Boro making tips, let me know. That would be great. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate every single one of you. We'll see you next time in the dungeon. All right, let's get this thing going. So the color that I'm using out of my, little coffee can of colors is a North Star Rust. And I just grabbed it because it was a long rod. All of these little North Star rods that I have came from sampler packs at different conferences, so I never really bought any of it, but I just have a lot, well, not much, left over. And right off the bat, I know that the Boro color is much stiffer, so just rolling it once or twice on the marvering pad doesn't cut it. I really needed to heat it with the graphite rod. Now I'm just adding clear in a striped manner to easily encase this color. It takes a while to heat this up, but I'm going to roll it out again and add a little bit more clear. I take the very tip off just to avoid any bubbles that might have left themselves there. I have this also going at like 5 times the speed, so it really takes a while to heat this color. And fortunately, I have a torch that can heat it fairly quick, but still, it takes time. This is a cool thing about Boro, is that you can be you can just almost be in the cones. I mean, you can be so close to the tip of that flame that it really does help when you are adding dots like this. This color is actually a North Star color called Blue Moon. Either that or it's Blue Moon Exotic. And after I have heated all those in, what we're going to do is we are going to put a divot using our tungsten pick just in the equator of the bead. And I could already tell, man, I've really got to heat each one of these up to where it is white hot, and then I can make the push. If you think it's hot enough, you need to heat it up more. That was the only way I was able to really push these down. And by the way, I didn't realize it, but this bead is getting big. So once I've done that, I just go ahead and add my clear on top of every single dot. Try not to touch each other. This is just a very basic, this is your basic dot pattern. I don't know too much about these colors or how they are used, so I went with a traditional pattern here. And now it takes like an hour to heat this thing up. No, it just took forever to heat this up. And what I did notice while I was doing this is that it's so hot, my bead release on the edges started to crack. And so I decided, okay, I'm going to go over this whole thing one more time in clear. And this is where I really think I went over the top, because this made the bead humongous. But I needed to have this other bit of clear on top so everything else could, become more three-dimensional. And just a lot of heating, a lot of heating. In fact, it got so hot, I had to, I couldn't even hold the mandrel. I was like using my fingertip to hold on to the mandrel at one end because it was just getting so hot. There is a good view of how everything worked out, and my bead release falling off and me going, well, I guess that's it. So I just give it a little push around the edge to straighten things out, and we are done with the big Boro bead.